Hey there. Let's dive into the latest buzz from the financial world, shall we? Welcome to Whiteboard Invest, your #1 go-to source for clear and concise investing knowledge explanation and news updating daily. Hey folks, I hope you're settling into the new week with ease. Over here in sunny California, it's about 8 p.m. on a laid-back Sunday afternoon. Now, let's dive into some of the financial tidbits that have been making the rounds. Now, let's get down to business. The markets have been pretty chill lately, not much of a roller coaster, right? But remember that big news we got last Friday? That's definitely going to spice things up when the U.S. stock market reopens tomorrow. And talk about a packed week ahead. We've got some major announcements lined up. The Federal Reserve is going to drop some potentially game-changing news. And we're all eager to see what the latest unemployment rates in the U.S. will reveal. On top of that, keep your eyes peeled for the launch of Bitcoin and ETF trading in Hong Kong. It's going to be quite the show. I know there's been some buzz about U.S. users getting the cold shoulder from certain wallets. It's all over Twitter, but take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes it's just about grabbing attention rather than giving the full story. Don't worry, though. I'll fill you in with all the details right here so you're fully in the loop. So, let's buckle up and navigate through this financial landscape together. Stay tuned for all the insights and updates coming your way. Let's take a look at the indices of the markets together. Shall we? U.S. stock futures. They're up a smidge with a 0.2% rise. It's just the futures, though, so let's see what the real deal brings at market open. Oil contracts holding steady at $83.33. No big waves in the oil ocean today. Gold contracts. Gold's glimmering at just under $2,350, specifically $2,348, keeping its shine without much fuss. Bitcoin. BTC's weekend was a chill one, sticking close to $63,000. Had a tiny wobble when futures opened, dipping to $62,700, but bounced back to $63,160. The market cap's hovering just below $2.5 trillion. And that's the financial world in a nutshell. Markets are unpredictable, so let's wait and watch for the opening bell.
We are going into a huge recession. Here's how I know. We just got our 1099s back, so I'm going to show you what a bad year at the Mustang Ranch looks like.
Let's chat about a pretty unconventional way some folks reckon they can spot an economic downturn on the horizon. It's not your usual suit and tie analyst talk. It's about listening to what the nightlife entertainers, like strippers, are saying. So here's the lowdown. Some people believe that these entertainers have a knack for predicting financial recessions. And nope, you don't need a Nobel Prize in economics or a Wall Street office to see it coming. It turns out that these ladies might just have the pulse of the economy in their hands. Take this example. A dancer's noticed her tips and overall income have taken a nosedive, about 60% less than what she was making this time last year. That's a pretty big drop, right? It's like a canary in the coal mine, hinting that tougher times could be ahead for everyone. This whole idea even has a name. It's called the Stripper Index. And it's not just a one-off thing. Back in 2008 and again in 2022, this index gave a heads up before the financial crises hit. It's like a barometer for how willing folks are to splurge on a night out, which says a lot about the wider economy. But wait, there's more. This isn't just about predicting doom and gloom. The adult entertainment industry has actually been a driving force behind some major tech advances. Think about it. The internet got a turbo boost because there was a huge demand for, let's call it, mature content. That demand led to faster streaming and downloading tech, all thanks to an industry that's raking in the dough. So, while it might give you a chuckle, the Stripper Index is a real-deal economic indicator. It's a different lens to view our economy, and sometimes these offbeat perspectives can give us the clearest picture. As for what's coming next, well, we'll just have to wait and see how things unfold. But one thing's for sure, the world's a stage, and every player, no matter their role, has something to tell us about the grand economic show. All right, let's break it down. This week, the price of BTC has seen some adjustments from its peak of $67,000 after the halving. and currently it's hovering around the $62,000 to $63,000 range. That's a slight correction, and we've been seeing this fluctuation all week long. So the big question is, after this testing phase, will Bitcoin shoot to the moon, or are we in for a deep dive? History tells us that after every halving cycle, there are usually these minor adjustments before Bitcoin goes on to set new highs. But hey, it's Bitcoin we're talking about here. Who really knows, right? So, let's keep track of Bitcoin's daily developments together by hitting that like and subscribe button. That really motivates us to bring you the latest news impacting BTC specifically and crypto in general every single day. So, picture this. We're in a spot of financial déjà vu, not seen since Napoleon was strutting around Europe. The bigwigs at the World Economic Forum are scratching their heads because, yikes, the public debt is sky high. The U.S. is leading this not-so-glamorous race with a whopping $34.6 trillion. China's not too far behind, and then there's Japan, Germany, the UK, India, France. You get the picture. Now, it's not just you and me loving the buy now, pay later life. Governments are all about that debt life too. But here's the kicker. When interest rates go up, repaying that debt gets pricier, which can mean printing more money and boom, your cash is worth less. On the flip side, if interest rates are low, we all go on a shopping spree, and before you know it, inflation's joining the party. So, what's the secret sauce to not letting your hard-earned money lose its mojo? Assets, my friend. While the money printers go brr, owning something solid like property or gold can be your financial superhero cape. In a nutshell, we're all part of a world that's running on IOUs, and it's not just a phase, it's the whole system. So, while we're all hoping for a financial fairy tale ending, keeping a treasure chest of assets might just be the smart move. And that's the world's economic drama in a nutshell. Grab your popcorn, 'cause it's quite the show. Let's dive into the latest buzz from the crypto world. Recently, two crypto wallets, Phoenix and Wasabi, announced they're halting services for users in the United States. This move comes amid a broader crackdown by the U.S. government on private crypto wallets. Phoenix Wallet has urged its users to withdraw their funds by May 2nd, while Wasabi Wallet implemented a new policy effective immediately, barring U.S. users from accessing their services. If you're in the U.S. and wondering whether this spells trouble for you, it's worth noting that these wallets might not be on your radar if you're using more mainstream options like MetaMask or Trust Wallet. The concern stems from the legal issues surrounding Tornado Cash, a service that mixes crypto transactions to obscure their origin and destination, which has drawn the ire of U.S. authorities. The situation raises an intriguing question about the nature of code and its protection under the First Amendment. Historically, code has been defended as a form of speech, a precedent set by cryptographer Daniel Bernstein's legal victory, affirming that code is indeed protected expression. This debate is particularly relevant now as we navigate the complexities of privacy, technology, and regulation in the digital age. So while Phoenix and Wasabi exit the U.S. market, the crypto community continues to grapple with the balance between innovation and compliance. Now, let's dive into the world of crypto and finance with a twist of Russian flavor. So, the Bank of Russia and Rosfinmonitoring have been cooking up something interesting since 2023. They've got this pilot system that's like a financial magnifying glass, linking the dots between the crypto transactions on the blockchain and the regular fiat operations of crypto users. Think of it as a financial buddy system, but for your money. Now, this isn't just a small test kitchen. 5 big banks in Russia are stirring the pot with them. The pilot's been simmering since 2023 and was supposed to be plated up by April, but hey, if it's tasty enough, they might just keep it going. Here's where it gets juicy. At this forum called Current AML CFT Issues, organized by Rosfinmonitoring, they spilled the beans about the pilot. Ilya Bushmalev from Innotech, which is Rosfinmonitoring's partner in crime, not literally, of course, shared the challenges they face in marrying the fiat and crypto worlds, It's like trying to blend oil and water. They just don't mix easily. But this pilot could be the emulsifier they need. It's all about getting to know your crypto customer and their transactions like a financial first date. And Tinkoff Bank, one of the pilot participants, has been using this tool to play matchmaker. They've been able to classify their customers' roles in an illegal drug trafficking network based on transaction patterns. It's like financial profiling, but for a good cause. And the stakes are high. In 2023, Russians were crypto crazy with transactions totaling $51 billion. That's a whole lot of digital dough. So the pilot might extend its run if it proves to be a hit show. It's like a TV series that gets renewed for another season, because the audience just can't get enough. And that's the scoop on Russia's latest financial drama. Stay tuned to see if it gets a sequel. So, there's this guy, Andrew Tate, who's quite the fire starter on social media, always sparking debates left and right. And lately, he's been all about Bitcoin. He's like, look, if you want an asset that no one can snatch away from you, Bitcoin's your hero. And it's not just him. Robert Kiyosaki, the rich dad, poor dad guru, is also on the Bitcoin bandwagon. These guys have a massive tribe of followers online. We're talking about Andrew T. rocking a cool 9.1 million followers. That's a whole lot of ears for his pro-Bitcoin chants. And when they talk, people don't just listen. They start conversations, debates, and sometimes even arguments. It's like they drop a tweet, and the crypto world feels the ripple. Now, why does this matter? Because when folks with a fan base as big as a small country say, hey, Bitcoin's the real deal, it gets people thinking and talking about crypto in a way they might not have before. It's like having a megaphone that reaches millions, and every shout about Bitcoin echoes across the internet. So, there you have it, a snapshot of how influential voices can sway public opinion, especially in the wild west of cryptocurrencies. And with Bitcoin being the poster child of digital currency, it's no wonder that when these social media heavyweights throw their weight behind it, the world takes notice. All right, let's chat about the housing market and Bitcoin, and how they've been doing a fascinating dance over the past few years. So, back in 2016, if you were house hunting in the US, you'd find the average price tag sitting at about $288 to $400. Fast forward to 2020, when the world got turned upside down by the pandemic, and those prices jumped up to $328,000. Now, hold on to your hats, because today, that average American dream home will set you back a cool $434,700. But here's where it gets really interesting. If we switch gears and talk Bitcoin, the story flips. In 2016, you'd need a mountain of 664 Bitcoins to buy that average home. By 2020, that mountain had shrunk to just 45 Bitcoins. And today, you'd only need 6.6 Bitcoins to call yourself a homeowner. It's like Bitcoin is on this financial rocket while the housing market is more like a steady climb up a hill. And let's not forget, this is the average we're talking about. In places like California, where the sun shines and the celebrities roam, the prices are way higher. It's a wild ride, and it really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? It shows just how far we've come, especially when you think about Bitcoin being just a baby at 15 years old. Yet, in that short time, it's made such a splash that now, with just 6.6 of those digital coins, you could be unlocking the front door to your new place. That's the power of crypto for you. Let's have a little heart-to-heart about Bitcoin spot ETFs, shall we? So, the last 3 days of last week were kind of a bummer for the crypto crowd. We saw that cash was flowing out like water from a leaky bucket, and it seemed like everyone and their dog was selling off their shares in various funds, including the big fish FI. Now, BlackRock has been playing it cool with 3 straight days of no cash flow, but they haven't hit the red yet. But then, Friday came along, and bam, they're down by $83.6 million. We're all biting our nails to see if this week turns the tide. But even with the outflows, BlackRock hasn't let go of a single Bitcoin. They're sitting on a treasure chest of 27,446 BTC. And let's not forget about R-Scale. They're holding a massive 297,155 BTC. The gap between BlackRock and R-Scale is closing fast, and it's like we're watching the final laps of a thrilling race. In just a week or two, maybe even one or two, we could see BlackRock zoom past R-Scale to become the biggest Bitcoin spot ETF on the block. Despite not bagging any gains in the past few days, money's still leaving R-Scale's Bitcoin spot ETF, and it's got everyone talking. So, Ethereum, the cool cousin of Bitcoin, has been in the spotlight lately. Justin Sun from Tron, our resident skeptic, not a financial advisor, mind you, thinks the Ethereum spot ETF won't get the green light in May. And you know what? That's not too surprising. We've all been waiting for this moment, and even though BlackRock hasn't been throwing cash at it for 3 days straight, they're still holding their ground. But here's the twist. Grayscale is right there, flexing its muscles with a whopping 297,055 BTC. It's like watching a race where the finish line is an ETF approval. Will BlackRock or R-Scale take the crown? Place your bets. Now, let's rewind a bit. Remember the Bitcoin spot ETF saga? It took a whole decade to get the thumbs up. Yep, 10 years of nail-biting suspense. But Ethereum? Well, it's like the younger sibling, who's eager to prove itself. If Thuan's crystal ball is right, we might witness history soon. Imagine the headlines, Ethereum spot ETF approved. It'd be like finding a unicorn in your backyard. So, whether it's a yay or nay, we're all on the edge of our seats. And hey, if it happens, let's celebrate with virtual confetti and digital high fives, because in this crypto roller coaster, surprises are the name of the game. Buckle up, my friend. Hey, let's chat about the tech world's very own version of the Godfather, the PayPal Mafia. This is the crew that rolled out PayPal back in the day and then went on to conquer Silicon Valley. After cashing out of PayPal, they spread their wings and soared to the top of other tech giants. We're talking about big names like Elon Musk, who, alongside Peter Thiel and others, dreamed up PayPal. Musk had this vision of turning PayPal into a financial app called X.com. And now, with Twitter under his belt, he's reviving that dream by transforming it into X. And it's not just Musk. The PayPal Mafia has been behind some of the most iconic tech ventures. Reid Hoffman went on to create LinkedIn, and others from the group founded YouTube, Kiva, and Square. It's like this group sprinkled magic dust over the tech market, and voila, we have the digital world we live in today. But wait, there's a new gang in town, the Ethereum Mafia. These are the folks who originally banded together to create Ethereum. Just like their PayPal predecessors, they're now leading their own revolutionary projects. George Hodkinson, once part of Ethereum, went on to create Cardano, and Gavin Wood cooked up Polkadot. And let's not forget Joseph Lubin, heading up Consensys and taking on the SEC. So what's the takeaway? Just like the PayPal Mafia left its mark on tech, the Ethereum Mafia is carving out its legacy in the crypto world. It's a fascinating parallel, and I thought you'd find it as cool as I do. It's a testament to how a small group of visionaries can spark a revolution and change the game forever. Elon Musk, the guy who's practically the Tony Stark of our world, just dropped a bombshell that he's funneling a cool $10 billion into artificial intelligence. That's billion with a B. And get this, he's not just doing it for kicks. He's got a vision that Tesla is going to be more than just an electric car company. It's going to be an AI powerhouse. So here's the lowdown, big bucks for AI. Musk is betting big on AI, like someone going all in at a high-stakes poker game. He's not just playing around, he's playing to win. Tesla's new direction. Imagine Tesla, but it's not just about sleek cars anymore. It's about smart, self-driving, decision-making machines. That's the future Musk is aiming for. AI's the future. With this move, Musk is basically saying that AI is the new electricity. It's going to power everything, and he wants Tesla at the forefront, leading the charge. And if you need examples, just look at Musk's track record. He's the mastermind behind SpaceX, Neuralink, and now he's got Twitter turning into X. It's like Everything he touches turns into an AI goldmine. So, what's the takeaway? Musk is steering Tesla into uncharted territories. And if he's right, we're all in for a ride where our cars, and maybe even our Twitter feeds, are smarter than ever. Buckle up because the future is looking pretty sci-fi with Musk at the wheel. So, Eminem has just stepped into the crypto limelight as the new face of Crypto.com. It's like he's swapped his mic for a shiny digital wallet, and everyone's buzzing about it. Matt Damon, the star we all know and love, has taken a step back to let Eminem rock the crypto stage. It's a smooth handover, with Matt focusing on his movies while Eminem brings his A-game to the world of digital currency. Why Eminem, you ask? Well, he's no stranger to the scene. Remember when he snagged that Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT? That was a hint he was into crypto. And Matt's been in the game too, but now it's Eminem's turn to take the lead. It's a fresh beat for Crypto.com, and with Eminem's track record, we're all ears for what's next. Maybe he'll even drop some bars about Bitcoin. How cool would that be?
Alright, that's hottest news today. If you guys did find this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe our channel for more free content. Thanks for watching. Peace out.